More than 6 million Americans are living with Alzheimer's disease. Many advocates, caregivers, and families want to put an end to it. Atlanta News First reporter Bridget Spencer is live this morning at the Battery Atlanta, where the Walk to End Alzheimer's is happening. And Bridget, this brings people together to try to find some answers about this debilitating disease.
Good morning, Megan. You know, it really is a wonderful thing to see all of these people, all of these registrants participating to try to walk to find a cure for this debilitating disease. I'm here with Nancy Chinigo. She is with the Alzheimer's Association, and she's going to tell us a little bit about why she's here. Why are you here today?
I'm here. I'm one of the co-chairs for the walk. I have been for the last 9 years. My husband passed away 9 years ago yesterday of Alzheimer's, and at 70 years old. So I have put myself into the cause and finding a cure. And also because the association, a lot of the money that we raise here at the walk, it goes to the association and the programs and support that they do. They have, they have support groups. They have learning things. They offer so much for free of charge to anybody who has Alzheimer's or any other dementia.
Nancy, what keeps you motivated to do this work every year?
The love of my husband and the support, and there's no cure for this disease, and it kills so many people every year, and it's a horrible, horrible disease. It's terrible to go through. There's a lot of caregivers out here today. There's some people with Alzheimer's out here today, and people who lost their family members, and they're here to find a cause, find a cure for this disease.
That's wonderful, and we all definitely want to make sure we do that. And what advice do you have to a family or to someone who's been diagnosed with Alzheimer's?
Reach out to the Alzheimer's Association. They can help you. They have resources for anything that you need, and they will help you, and you need help. We all need help with this disease. Even the caregivers need help.
Yes, thank you. That is a great point. I've been talking to some caregivers out here, and they a lot of times need a shoulder to lean on. And Alzheimer's Association is one of those shoulders that you all can lean on if you're dealing with that. Thank you so much, Nancy. The walk just kicked off about 30 or so minutes ago. We're going to catch up with some people and I'll let you know how it's going in the next half hour. Megan, back over to you.
Oh, yeah, it's a great opportunity for people to come together. And you're right, Bridget, these caregivers need support. So our thanks to Nancy and everybody out there coming together. We'll see you soon.